So let's welcome Wendy Knight-Agard. She's here. Welcome, Wendy.
So it's a few weeks ago, and I'm in my office, and a client that I've been seeing for a while comes in for her regular appointment. I ask her how the month has gone, and she says, terrible. She begins to express a lot of sadness and anger about dealing with her struggles, and she tells me she's grown weary of dealing with all of them. So I probe further, and after a while I understood what she was experiencing. She'd suddenly become aware of the unhealthy dynamic in her romantic relationship and in her relationships at work. But more importantly, she'd become aware of her role in this unhealthy dynamic. So she proceeds to give me example after example of how her false ego is literally running her life, and how her true self is really not showing up at all. And I'm thinking, well, we've talked about this false ego many times, but all of a sudden it became clear to her, and she saw this pattern, and that's what was upsetting her. So I smiled, and I said, that's great, congratulations. And she looked at me as if I was a little strange. Why am I congratulating her for feeling horrible? And then I proceeded to explain to her that while it felt horrible to come to this realization, it was actually a great accomplishment to be able to see this pattern playing out in her life. Because now she could look at this with a new consciousness and step out of the shadows and really start to take up her space. Eventually, she caught on to this and accepted this, and she began to smile as well. And so we celebrated her so-called terrible month together. And she left the office with a better sense of accomplishment and a much clearer and healthier view of her situation. And so I realized how lucky I am to have gone through my own Heilkens treatment and my training, and how that's helped me to look at life in this broader context, and how fortunate I am to help people live in their truth. And it was a great reminder of why I did for a living.
Beautiful.